in the Rose of the Desert tea shop, you met with your contact, Aisha Aziz, who was horribly struck down by two masked figures now running across the rooftops of Alexandria. You're all still in the tea shop, and Deirdre is currently held by two patrons who seem to have thought that she had something to do with Aisha's death.
Ooh, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and punch him.
Gonna do a good old
okay, I was maybe gonna try and talk first, but we'll go straight to punching. Sure, yep.
Okay, so if Matilda could make a melee attack. So you are going to do an agility plus fighting test with a difficulty of 1. This is an opposed test. So this person is... I'm going to say that their difficulty is increased by 1 because they're currently holding Deirdre. So it's harder for them to dodge. Oh no, and I rolled a nat 20.
I got 2 successes with an 11 and a 9.
All right, so we lose 1 momentum because we're into a new scene, but then you gain 1 momentum, so the momentum pool is back to 2.
So I'm going to put up my dukes, and I'm going to say, don't you know not to touch a lady?
You can name the complication. What happens to this person?
They slip on a spilled drink and fall back.
All right, so when Aisha kicked the chair, like some glasses fell over, and this person like takes the hit right on the side of the face, slips and falls down and is just like knocked senseless. And their friend is like, "Oh no!" and goes down to help them. Deirdre is free. What do you do?
I look at Matilda, very impressed. Go, Matilda. And
start killing the bar.
So did I see the assassins, or did only Gage see them?
Only Gage has seen them at this point, and only Onions has heard Aisha's final words.
Right, okay. And then I just, like, look over at Onions and Gage and be like, now what?
Assassins!
Oh, okay.
I duck.
Gage just takes off.
All right. Gage starts running up the stairs on the right side of the tea shop, and up to the gallery, or do you head out the door? Like, do you follow them, or do you try and catch them outside on the street? How about that?
Give me a second. Recover from a psychic blow that I just took. No, I think it'd be easier to chase them along the rooftops as opposed to from the ground. So I go up and try and find the window that I saw them looking through.
Okay. And is everybody running together, following Gage?
Yeah, after Gage is like, assassins, and starts running, I'm like, okay, and I run after him.
Yeah, I pull out one of my grenades and I kind of just like go like, and I like intimidate the rest of the cafe and just like, everybody back. And then...
Oh, and it's like a... It's like a freaking Mel Brooks movie. People are jumping off of the side of the balcony to get away from you as you're running up the stairs.
And then I just chase after Gage. Am I the type to throw a grenade? If I had 4 arms, I'd throw 2.
You get to the top of the gallery and look out over the sort of night landscape of Alexandria. The sun is falling. It's not like full dark yet. You can see 2 darkly dressed figures running like flat out, and then they leap from one roof to another. Just a short little jump, and a chase scene is on.
Wow!
you are on the roof. Each of these little areas right here are zones, and so whoever is going to take the lead of leading you agents through this chase will be rolling against these assassins as they attempt to flee.
Do we know what we're rolling? Is there a particular roll?
The particular roll for the first one is just going to be speed, but you can get creative and do cool things and tell us where you're going. You can split up if you like. So in this first round, it is a coordination plus athletics as you're just running across the rooftops.
Okay. I can take the lead. Physical stuff is kind of my thing.
Me too.
I will follow them. And I do have the all-terrain talent.
Ooh, what's that do?
So, whenever I am crossing difficult or dangerous terrain, I may reduce the difficulty by 2 to a minimum of 0.
That would absolutely count, I think, in this case. Also, heads up, that's out of the new book.
It sure is.
Nice.
So this is an opposed test. So I'm going to say in this case that's going to get you a bonus momentum. So if you succeed, you'll just get a bonus momentum on it because there's no difficulty here.
Okay.
But I like that it's applied in this use.
Sure. And so you wanted, sorry, it was athletics, what?
Coordination. And I'm going to start the first round a little bit hard. And I am going to spend 1 threat to give them an extra die.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
You rolling too good?
Nope.
Yay!
I'm not rolling great.
I mean, too high.
Yeah, I'm rolling too high. I'm known for rolling 20s. And in D&D, that serves me great. It's not going so well in Achtung Cthulhu.
I have 1 success.
1 success. I also have 1 success. But you gain the extra momentum. I rolled a complication.
Oh.
So,
Sounds like somebody tripped.
because I got 1 success, and then you get 1 success plus 1 momentum, you're able to close the distance. So they move forward 1 zone as they're sort of running forward, but you're able to move forward the 2 zones. Now, because of the complication, as they're leaping, one of them turns around and sees you, and goes as if to warn the other one, but gets tangled in some laundry lines and gets stuck, and their friend pulls ahead of them. So one of them is tangled up right now.
Can I do something?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you said we're doing athletic checks.
Yeah, but you can be creative here. If you find interesting ways to catch up or slow them down.
That's what I want to do. I want to do some decisive leadership. So
Ooh.
this is a tactics roll. When I'm assisting allies in using tactics, I can add 2 threat to make my first dice a 1.
Okay. So
I can
yeah.
be like, no, you jump there. If you jump there, we can go around this way. They're going the slow way.
Okay.
And then maybe I could assist someone in their run.
Excellent. Yeah. So we're going to add 2 to threat.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We can thank Nathan Dowd for the design of the decisive leadership talent in The Serpent in the Sands. But Jen is playing the gambler archetype, which I designed in the new book. Very exciting. I specifically wanted to make a player character archetype that excelled at generating threat and, supporting us game masters. And it's going well so far. and you're going to assist the lead person's thing with your tactics, which is automatically a 1. 2 successes.
Wow.
Well, I still should roll the second dice, right?
No, when you're assisting someone, you
Oh,
only
right.
roll 1 die.
Right. So there you go.
So is Deirdre continuing to lead?
Sure. Yeah.
Or is somebody else? Gage, Onions, have an idea?
What's their range right now?
They are roughly in long range.
Okay. Then I just
Okay.
want to continue the pursuit if you want to lead the way, Deirdre.
I sure can. So I've got 2 successes from Matilda already.
Yes,
So I'm just rolling for more successes.
correct.
It's 1 more success.
All right, so 3 successes against my 1. So you are able to close, and you can close the additional distance if you like by spending that other momentum, and get into the zone with the one who is slowed up. Let's see. So you move forward, and they move forward, and then you close. Yeah, you're there. So there is the one of them who is getting away a little bit right now. And then, no, okay, so you have the choice. Because of Matilda's wonderful tactics, you can close with the one who's getting away as well. So did you want to split the group up?
Yeah, I mean, Deirdre would probably, if the guy's down and tangled, she'd just, like, glance at him and keep going after the other one, so.
So you slide down a little bit of roof, get onto a flat bit, you see where the person is tangled, and then just, ignore and continue.
I figure he's taken care of.
All right.
Or at least
Deirdre.
someone will stop.
I'll stop for
Deirdre
him.
heads off. All right, Onion stops at the tangled up. Where do Gage and Matilda land?
I'm gonna stop at the tangled guy as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna chase.
All right.
All right.
2v2. Can I, like, tackle him?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're in the same area, you can attempt a tackle. Say agility athletics.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, there we go. That's why. I'm sorry. I was thinking that it was too easy. You can move +1 zone for every 2 momentum spent.
Oh, okay.
So nobody can catch up to the running one right now unless you had 1 more momentum.
Okay.
Which I don't think we do.
So we're all in the zone with Laundry Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So assuming the same thing, Deirdre and Matilda are running after the other one,
Okay.
and then we'll sort of figure out what happens on the next initiative pass. What's up with Onions and Gage as they check out the tangled one?
Well, I just like to jump on top of him and wrest control of him and just subdue him. Make sure no more darts are gonna shoot out of anywhere fancy, and just get in position to begin the interrogation.
Okay. So I'd say that that's probably a brawn athletics.
Good.
It will be opposed, but because they are currently tangled up from that complication, I'm going to say just like that, you have the bonus momentum.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, just 1 for me.
2 for me.
Yeah, goodness. Plus the momentum.
Ties are a success, or
Yes,
are they
that's
not?
correct.
Okay, then 2 for me.
2 for you, and then plus the momentum, so you get 3 successes basically. And then I only get the 1, so you've generated 2 momentum, and we'll just throw that into the pool.
Yay, thank you.
And you have them held. What do you do?
I guess
do you
I
say
take.
happens?
I mean, it's an intense moment. It's either a robe or a bed sheet, and I kind of like wrap them up into almost like a straitjacket, and then I just pull out the dart from my breast pocket and I just like hold it to his just underneath his chin, and kind of just say, "We'd like to have a chat," and I'd like to start threatening them, and hopefully get some information.
Okay.
Are you the tooth? What's up?
Can't handle the tooth.
I really hope they're not the type of like kill yourself before talking organization, because he could just be like, "Garnt."
That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want anything like that to happen, but that's a really good point. If they do, they do. I've already committed to the action.
Pretty much.
Sounds good. So let's see what they do. The person looks up at you. You can see that their mask has like fallen askew just a little bit, and you see probably like an early 20s, like local Egyptian features man, and he looks up at you with wide, wild eyes, and there's a loud, obvious popping sound, and then he begins to like froth a little bit at the mouth, and goes limp.
The tooth.
Of course. Well, then I'll yell out into the night, "Deirdre, Matilda, don't let them bite down." And they can just work with that as they will.
They're vampires.
Are those real?
Gimme!
All right. And so the surviving one continues to run along, looks back over their shoulder at you, and then like hits a more difficult area trying to lose you. So like goes up on a narrow bit of wall and runs along very quickly and agilely.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 2 threats to make this next test a difficulty 1 for you following them and for the assassin, as they are attempting to lose you by being agile assassins.
Let's go.
Okay. I reduced the difficulty to 0.
There you go. All terrain.
And go after him.
Very nice.
I went a lot of places I wasn't supposed to as a kid. But I didn't break anything. Permanently. That's a fantastic talent.
Do I need to roll 2 or?
In this case, I will have you roll, yes. Not for, like, the group movement, but just to make sure you don't slip and fall.
So that's 2 extra successes.
Oof.
Looks like we've
I
got
had a
winner.
rough target number. I had a 10, but I rolled a 3 and a 1.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Low rolling Jen, coming in clutch.
His ACLs explode.
And so, so they move forward 1 because they did succeed. You 2 move forward 1 as you were also succeeded. Yeah, you got 2 successes, you said?
Yeah.
So that's +1 momentum. And then Jen, you got 3 successes? Yeah, so the pool fills up to 6. We're just going to fill that in. You can spend 2 momentum to catch up to them if you like.
Juice that pool. Yeah.
All right. And then what is Gage doing in this moment as Deirdre and Matilda sprint off into the darkness and Onions is shouting about vampires?
Gage is going to start like looking for tattoos on this person, incriminating documents.
Very nice.
Something to gain knowledge of them.
Absolutely. I love it. Make a reason observation test. Is searching a focus or is it sight? Never remember.
There's sight.
It is
yeah.
sight, yeah.
I don't have that anyway, but that is 2 successes.
Okay.
If instincts apply, I get critical successes.
They do not. The difficulty was 1, so you do add 1 to the pool. They are wearing loose clothing. You can see, like, sheathed at their hip in a lovely leather sheath. There is a a knife with a little bit of like ceremonial looking like pommel work, like a little bit of gold, a little bit of shaping, not like any specific symbol or shape. It's not like a snake head or something. It just looks like it's clearly a well-made knife, not just like something you buy off the side of the street. You also pull out a blowpipe, which they obviously used for delivering the poison dart. But you notice around around both wrists a very unique set of bracelets, which are like an elaborate serpentine design of gold, one on each wrist.
Yoink.
Yoinky doinky.
Loot that fool.
I'm also gonna take all of their clothes and the mask.
It's gonna take a
Okay.
second.
Save
Yeah, that'll
some.
take you a little while to...
I mean, if we ever run into these people again, it would be great to be able to disguise herself as a cultist,
Totally
which
agree.
I assume this is, to sneak in amongst them.
Love it.
All right. And then
So I'm like,
for Deirdre and Matilda, you've run along this narrow sort of roof incline, and you come to, I'm going to say, like a flat roof with like one of those higher towers on it, and it looks like this person is about to leap off of it and head down to somewhere else. What do you do?
They're about to Assassin's Creed this shit?
They're going to leap off of a taller building across a street to a lower building, it looks like. Yeah.
Just regular Creed it.
Am I close enough to grab him?
Yeah, you could absolutely. You're in the same zone. You can make the roll to try.
Perfect. I
Matilda
just want to like,
pulls her gun.
Come on,
I want
Deirdre.
to like come up behind him and like grab his head and just pull straight back.
Get your hands in that
Okay.
note.
Like,
Love that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. You're moving fast, so this will be agility.
Okay.
Agility athletics.
My dice really want to play D&D tonight, guys.
For once, I rolled low.
Oh, well, that's good for you, I guess.
That's good for me.
No successes.
2 successes. I am going to gain 2 threats. No, I'm going to use that 2 threat immediately to introduce a new truth. Let's see. This is a good one. Okay, so you're reaching and jumping for them, and you judge it just a little bit off. You grab them, but their momentum pulls you both off the roof. They're able to continue their jump, and you snag yourself on the building. You're hanging from the side of the building at this moment.
Matilda's drops her gun, runs to the side to try to help Deirdre.
Drops it to the ground or drops it
Yeah.
to the side? Oh,
No, we're on a roof, aren't we? Like a flat roof?
yeah.
Yeah, so I just drop it on the roof.
Okay. The assassin leaps across this narrow bit, and let's see how well they make this jump.
I hope they miss it.
They slam into the side of the building, and like scrabble a little bit and fall into onto a balcony, and look a little bit dazed for a moment, and try to push themselves up as Matilda comes to the side to start pulling Deirdre up. And working together, there's no roll required. Like, you pull her up, and the assassin and then begins to climb up the side to get to the roofs again.
I'm good. Thanks. I
And
guess I'm
Matilda's
gonna...
like breathing and huffing as she pulls you up and is like, maybe we just say this one got away.
Well, he hasn't gotten away yet as I'm backing up to take the jump.
No!
All right, go ahead and make your roll.
Okay, so that would be agility athletics again, I assume?
Yeah, definitely if you're jumping this.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe not.
Get 'em.
Let's try you two. Oh, 2 successes.
Ooh, I only got 1. So moves forward into the next zone. You two also move forward into the next zone. They are not able to build up a lead, and you fill the momentum pool up to 6 again.
Oh, I don't know if we can go back, but on that previous roll where you got no successes, my backup plan should have given 1 momentum pool. I can get it next time, though. That could just be a learning moment for me.
For sure. Okay, so I would say let's do one more round of the chase up front before we go back to Gage and Onions, because Gage is taking the time to strip down the assassin. So what do Deirdre and Matilda do? Once again, you are in the same zone. You're running along a building with a whole bunch of like raised bits, like maybe chimneys or storage areas, and so there's kind of like some running back and forth. Yes?
Sorry, Deirdre jumped across?
Deirdre did jump across, and you can be part of that if you choose.
No, Matilda's going back to grab her gun.
Okay.
And she's just gonna aim and fire.
Okay. So I am going
To wound.
to wound. Okay. All right. There's 6 momentum in the pool. Your
take 'em.
take all of them. Your pistol is close range, right?
Oh, don't ask me stats.
It most likely is.
Yeah.
All
it is.
pistols are most likely.
Yeah. So it's going to be a difficulty 2, and I'm going to say because of the roof, it's a difficulty 3. They've got some good cover.
My MAS Modelo 1875 revolver. That's an old ass gun. Like even like in the time this game is set.
Yeah.
It's the model. It probably wasn't made in 1875.
This one was.
You're yelling this at each other between rooftops.
It's just the year that it was created!
No,
This was my grandpa.
this is an antique, and it belongs in a museum.
Stop using it!
The guy I stole it from said it was his grandpa's. So can I spend, if I spend 2 momentum, I get 2 dice? No, if I spend 1 momentum, I get 1 dice. If I spend 3, I get 2 dice.
Correct.
May I spend 3 my comrades?
Do it. If you fail, we
that's
get
a
one
deep
back.
pool
so
we
let's
got.
go.
Should be pool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to put back in.
The
What
difficulty is 3.
with
Spend 1.
agility is guns?
Guns are coordination.
Coordination.
Take the aim minor action, it reduces the difficulty by 1.
I take the aim minor action. It reduces the difficulty by 1.
Awesome. And so your difficulty is 2 as you take the time to line up your revolver shot. Remember that you can also spend fortune to preset one of your dice to a 1.
No.
All right.
Let's go. Okey-dokes. I should have figured out what my target number was first, but I'm sure I did well. My target number is a 11, and I have the circle and handguns. So that means anything that's under my handguns, or my fighting, which is a 3, is 2 successes.
Correct.
Look at me knowing rules.
I did lie.
Aim allows you to re-roll 1
Aim,
die.
Reroll.
That's what I was thinking.
Shit. Well, that's not... Well, okay. Is it equal to or less then?
Yes.
Alright. I got a 12, a 7, a 4, and a 3. So the 7, 4 are a success each, and then the 3 is 2 successes.
So 4 successes against the difficulty 3. So you generate 1 momentum. Go ahead and roll damage, and remember that you can use momentum to buy additional challenge dice.
Okay, is it a d6 for
Love
the damage?
crystal.
Yeah, it's d6. Damage 4 means 4d6.
That's correct. Did you
Yes.
want to buy any more?
No, I do not. Ooh, 1, 2, 5, 6, which is 2 successes, 1 success, 1 success, 1 success.
There it is
Oh,
again.
you get the charge.
Then-
Hot dog. All right, so I got 5 success, 5 results, and 2 effects. So I got
Results?
I got.
Like, yeah.
Well,
so,
it's a challenge dice
Damage.
results.
yeah.
Gotcha.
3
I was reading the chart.
plus. So yeah, the 1, and then the 2 adds 2 is 3. 5, 6 add 2 more. That brings it to 5, and then 2 effects. And you were aiming to wound, stall.
Wound.
Okay, what are the effects on, or what are the qualities on your gun? I think it
Close
might have
quarters
vicious under
1.
salvo. Okay.
Yeah, it is vicious. Yeah,
Is that under salvo, though?
it is under salvo.
Okay, so it doesn't count unless you, before you roll the damage, say, I'm going to use one of my ammo and add vicious to this.
Okay.
But if you'd like to, I mean, it's more damage. It means like plus 2 damage, I think, because you got 2
I'm
effects.
happy with what we've done.
Okay. You said it was 5? Mm-hmm. All right, 5. 0 armor.
That's what I was hoping. I was like, they seem pretty clothy.
Yeah. Which means they suffer an injury. There's like the loud report of your revolver. Yeah,
Can I shoot them in the leg?
absolutely. There's the loud report of your revolver, and then like as Deirdre is running by, there's a splash of blood on one of the walls. The assassin is still running, but is clearly slowing down as they now have a leg shot.
Sword him.
I feel like I'm like chasing down wounded prey.
Yeah.
So you become bloodthirsty and you must destroy them?
The prey.
Deirdre's
does
been a
Deirdre-
vampire this whole time.
Don't let Deirdre bite down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stop them physically.
Okay.
So, and I would like to grab him by the head again, ideally.
Okay.
Love.
Shove my fingers in his
your
mouth
thing.
so he can't bite down.
Ow.
Yep, it'll hurt for me, but good news.
So
Also
why
gross.
don't you go ahead and
Combat is gross,
Make-
Patrick. Bar fights. Ever gotten a strawberry daiquiri to the face? Sticky.
an agility athletics to attempt to tackle this person once again. Their difficulty is increased by 1 because of their wounded leg.
I have 1 success.
Oof. I also only got 1 success, which means I have 0. So you succeed. You slam them into a wall, grab their head.
And yeah, I'm just gonna like, when a dog has something they're not supposed to, I'm just gonna like shove my hand in there.
Put your
Drop
sock
it.
in their mouth.
I do
At
not
which-
have time to take off my sock.
And the assassin that you are grabbing, we'll say she like bites down hard on your hand, not enough to cause any stress or damage or anything, and then reaches into a pouch at her hip and slams something down towards the ground. There's an explosion of black and gray smoke that makes Deirdre begin to cough, and you suddenly feel them rip away from your handhold.
These people.
As the smoke clears, you don't see her.
I like look at.
The camera pans are. She's just hiding behind a wall, like 2 feet away.
It's like, yeah, I guess it's just wander around the rooftop looking for her.
You finished episode 2. Thanks so much for continuing on with our lovely adventures. Hope you enjoyed the thrilling chase across the rooftops of Alexandria. So I'm here to tell you to do all the things that YouTubers tell you to do, like subscribe, share it around to your friends, and follow us on Twitter at SkyhammerK and on Instagram at SkyhammerPress and all the various socials and so on. Thanks so much. Have a good one.